Hey everybody, welcome to a new Let's Try. Today we are trying Kingdoms and Castles. And this just came out very recently on Steam as a full release. It was in early access for a while. I don't know how, I never saw it until very recently when it came out. And I was like, oh my god, I have to check it out. And so basically what we got here is we have a city builder slash sim kind of situation, medieval theme of course. And the idea is you start as a very small hamlet and you eventually work your way through the years up to, a castle, and you basically exploit the resources of the land to do so. You can see it's got a very interesting art style. That's one of the initial things that drew me to it. I am a superficial person, but I find that really interesting. The other thing that's really cool here is that there's a big emphasis on the world being alive. And what I mean by that is like, well, basically what that translates to is there's a bunch of disasters and shit that are going to befall your kingdom. Like, it could be Vikings raiding you, it could be thunderstorms, flooding, well, lightning starting fires, or, the rain flooding your fields. Oh, and giant goddamn dragons could also pay you a visit. So that makes it very exciting, and as much as I know it's going to frustrate me, I like the idea. So anyway, this will actually be my first time playing it, but I did a little bit of research by watching other people's videos, so this hopefully won't be too big of a failure. So, we're going to choose a region. So here is a peaceful land with no enemies. We're not going to do that because that wouldn't be any hard, so we're basically going to go with the thing in the middle. It tells you that we have long, lovely summers, short and mild winters, less raiders and dragons. That is a good thing. So what we're looking at here is our map, and we could select this one or we can choose another. And we also got our camera controls down here. And what I want to do is I want to look around. I'm just looking at the ground because the colors are telling me things. These yellowish tiles, you cannot grow food on them. The green ones you can, and the greener than green ones give you a special buff to the food you're growing there. And basically, I don't want to change. I think I like this very much. Let's get another... Yeah, because basically I'm thinking I could start out with my keep, possibly over here, and just keep things in real close proximity and maybe get some farmage going on over here. Yeah, I think we're just going to choose this. That's what we're going to do. Alright, so we're going to hit accept. So we get to choose our banner. Obviously the 20-sided die is what we're going with. The kingdom will be called, Odhinn. Right? I mean, why the hell not? Or, nah, who cares? We'll accept that. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is pause the game with the spacebar here. So there you can see that's what's going on right here. Here I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of what I understand the UI to mean, and I could be wrong, so yeah, who the hell knows. But anyway, this poor bird. Alright, so this is our resources, obviously. The number on the right would represent the maximum capacity we have at any given time. Here we have charcoal, and you can see it tells us, what it's good for and who it's used by, and that's kind of like a ledger. It'll update with time. There's iron, here's blacksmiths, and here's armaments. Now up here is where a bunch of interesting information is going to come up. It's going to tell us what year it is. It's going to give us notifications. Now here's the different things that we can build. We have to start off with a keep, so we're going to get to that in just a moment. But obviously here are the other things. You can see the cost, prereqs, all that kind of stuff. So that's for castle. If you go to town, here's where you have your roads, your base level homes. Well, we'll go over these things here momentarily. Here's your, obviously, food stuff. Farms, orchards, granaries. Granaries work by being like instead of having to wait for your workers to take the food all the way back to your keep, they can take it to the granary. Cuts the travel time down significantly. A similar thing happens with stockpiles and these industrial resources. So, alright, so the first thing we're going to do here, let me look around. Alright, so I figure we're going to put our, well, let me make sure I'm looking at the right part of the map. I wasn't. This is what I was thinking of right here. Yeah. So the thing I want to do is, this cloud is getting in my way. Come on now. We're going to put our keep somewhere over here. Now here's a potential problem. Eventually I want to put walls around it, so maybe this is actually not a very good spot for the keep. So instead what I'm thinking is, let's move it over here. I don't want to, yeah, we got some land that's not really going to be growing anything, so I think this would be a decent place to put it. So let's try that. Alright, so we're going to click on the old keep here. And I'm going to have, let's go with, want to leave room for walls. I think this, well, the farm would be really close. I'm just, how about right here? No, I want to use up this land if I can. And we can clear those trees to make room for a wall. Yeah, this is what we'll do. Alright, so as you can see, our once unpopulated land has now become a quiet hamlet. Now down here you can see this is the number of people we have, or I should say workers. These are how many are idle. They're going to have to build this, that's why some of them are not idle right now. And obviously, here's our happiness. When you click show or hide, it will color code the different buildings to show you, basically, how people are feeling there. Okay, so we have a little bit of wood, but we're going to need tons of it, so we're going to have to get to work chopping these trees here relatively soon. But the first thing I'm going to do as this is building, well, I haven't started the time yet, actually, is get some roads going. So I think the first farm action will probably be around here. I'm looking for 3x3, that's apparently the way to go, because you can put a bunch of farms here, and then you put a windmill in the middle, and that buffs them, as I understand it. So it's going to need to be connected by a road. I'm just going to have the road go like so. I think if we're going to put them, that should be good for that. And that'll give us access to the farm. We're going to want to quarry some stone, and the question is which source of stone do we want to use? Maybe, they're all kind of far. I mean, I can put a stockpile by them, but I guess this is the closest for now. So we'll have the road extend like so. So that should cover farm there, and then of course we need our trees will make travel easier. Now we actually won't need, now I'm out of resources there, so we're going to start the clock here, get things building. So as you can see, people are getting to work now, and we can actually click on individual people and see their names and what's going on with them and their age. That is always cool. And you can click on the ground here to tell us, what it is. Obviously that is barren. Okay. So, you see, well, what's going on here? Well, they're looking for a place to live. Okay, there is no place to live is the problem. So I'm going to click up here. When this comes up, it means our advisors have something to tell us. Okay, so we're going to need farms. We're going to need roads and then houses, right? And she's just going to say, good day. Okay, so let's get to the house situation first. We're going to need wood for that, so actually we need to click here and choose chop. And we're just going to mark this for some choppage, and when we have an available worker or two to do that, they will come forth and help us out with that. Let's select that as well. Alright, so a little better look here at our keep. Alright, so again, we need wood. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to speed it up just a little bit for a second here. And we'll see the resources as we gather them pop up. It'll tell us how much wood we're getting. Now, yes, we can, so there's +2 right there. And when it comes to wood, for some reason, I don't think you have to wait for that to come back. I don't know. Okay, so what happens is, throughout the years, people will come by our kingdom and they'll want to stay, but it tells us here that no one wanted to stay. Well, we didn't have any accommodations, that's why. So, going back to town, we can finally make a hovel or two, and what we are going to do is put 2 down for the time being, and they seat, or don't seat, but they live, I guess, or accommodate 5, I believe 5 people each. Now, there's something interesting. Now, as you can see, it's turning into winter. If we had fields, we certainly would not be, the crops would stop growing at this point in time. Just waiting for these homes to finish up so we can find out exactly how many people. Okay, so we're in the 2nd year now. And this is going a little more quickly than I was expecting, so let's mark a few more here. And let's check what's going on here. Sorry, we have new construction, but no one available. Yeah, so I don't have available workers right now because we're still waiting for this stuff to pay off. Alright, so if I click on a home here, you can see... actually, let me get it back to regular speed. Okay, 3 people, by the way, have decided to stay with us, so that's cool. So you can see we have 8 people. Yes, so now we have 10 beds. Our happiness is not very good. So they want access to a well. Wells are good for putting out fires and, of course, for, uh, you know, providing drinking water for people. And I think, where's the well? We're going to need stone for that, so we can't quite do that yet. So, now that we only have 2 free beds, so we might actually want to think about making another hovel real quick. I think that's going to be the idea. Alright. So hopefully we won't have to worry about that population stuff real quick. You know what, these clouds, let's see if we can get rid of those. I mean, it's kind of cool how they move away when you mouse near them, but can we get rid of the clouds? Show clouds. No, thank you. Alright. I mean, it is kind of cool and all that, but no, thank you. Alright, mark a few trees here. Keep this going. Whenever someone is free, then they'll come down here and complete these jobs for us. Alright. Okay, so that's being built. Let's see. So the next thing we're going to need... We have people, we need a well, but we can't do that without a quarry, so I think we need to get our food situations figured out really quickly, because that's going to be extremely important. So let me pause, go to food, go to farm. Alright, now, I don't know if this matters at all how you align it. Let's see. We're going to put... Let's start with 3 fields right now. Alright. Now, let me get this going again. If we look down here at the food, you can see we weren't producing anything, so that wasn't good. But now, you see we have 18, well now 17 food, and we have a max of 50. There is a stockpile here in our keep, just so you know. Whoops, let me go this. Yeah, but we're going to need something better eventually. Now, let me speed this up. And I'm just crossing my fingers and hoping that something horrible doesn't happen while we're trying to get things situated here, but you never know, a damn dragon could show up, but hopefully that won't be the case. Okay, what's new? Our food stores are running low, perhaps more farms could help. I'm working on it, my friend. Alright. So, now, we got these farms going on. Now you can see here the base output is 6 food, but we're getting +2 because we're on that fertile soil, like we mentioned. So that 6 + 2 makes the total output 8. Very cool. Now we can open and close shops, or whatever it may be, with this button to free up workers when we need them. As you can see, we've got 5 free beds and we have 4 idle people. But food's going to be flowing. Now normally I would put a granary or granary. I was saying granary earlier, wasn't I? What the hell? I would put that over here. But it's such a short walk to the keep, so I don't think that's necessary. But what I probably want to do is put a stockpile and a forester over here eventually. Right, okay, so but if we got food taken care of, and we do, and we got housing taken care of, we do, let's turn to the quarry now. We can build that. We have the right amount of wood. What? Let's see, it must be adjacent to usable stone. Is that not stone? That is stone, but it's unusable. What does that mean? What the hell does that mean, unusable? Okay, well, let's see what this is. This is iron available. Okay, I don't want iron right now. I must be doing something wrong. Let's go back to the quarry. Build near light-colored stone. No, they were right. It has to be light-colored. So, what is light-colored stone? It's not this. That's iron. Oh, man, I knew nothing about this unusable stone stuff. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Is it this? That is stone available to quarry. You have got to be kidding me. Okay, hold on. Let's stop time real quick. It's not the worst thing in the world because there is some over here. That's unusable, though. Need to get in real close. This is all unusable. We should be able to put one in right there. Oh, man, I'm gonna have to make a stockpile. Okay, anyway. Quarry. This is too far away. Oh, that's right. I have to do the roads first. Okay. Well, it didn't take me long to mess up, folks. You should not be surprised. I don't want to get in the way of potential farming. It's just hard to see the land right now because of winter. Oh, man. This should be alright. If we do it like this. Alright, now we can put the quarry down, and I can finish the road. Just like that. Alright, let's get this rolling again. We don't have any idle workers right now. That's good. Sire, our food stores are running low. Of course they are running low. It is winter, and we are not growing food in the winter. Alright, so we're getting these roads built. Let's speed it up a little. I can't believe I didn't know the thing about the difference, unusable stone. And what exactly is unusable stone? Alright, so once we get the quarry done, the idea is I want to build a well in case fires start, and they will. So a well, but I also, and then after that, it'll be time for a forester. We have some idle people right now. Hold on. Let's go. Where is... What do we need? Okay, so we need the stone for the forester. Okay, well that makes sense. Alright, so the quarry is open. It is at max... Oh, that's awesome. Oh, we need new homes because we're at max beds. Okay. Alright, so it's time for more hovels. Whoops, there we go. Put one there. Put one there. So that'll give us 10 more beds, and then we're going to go all out. Put another one there. Okay. So, what's going on here? Peasants are starving. I realize that, but we're going to have food very soon. But, having thought about it, let's put another farm down. Right there, and right there. Alright, home's looking good. No idle workers, everyone is doing their thing. We've got 25 beds, we have 10 extra beds, so... Well, one more person joined us. We're going to be hurting for wood very soon. You got some people heading that way. Let's go ahead and grab some of that. Let me go back to regular speed real quick. Our peasants are worrying about food for the winter. I realize that that's a problem, but we're going to be able to handle it, hopefully. Oh, man, we have very little. So you can see we made 24 food last year, and 15 was eaten. Alright. So luckily that year has ended. Okay, so the next thing we're going to want to do is once we have the stone, and I think we do have it now, yes we do. Oh, now we're missing wood, of course, to make the forester. That makes sense. Okay. Let me extend that road as well. That's all we can make at the moment. Alright. So keep the oh, here comes a storm. Now again, this could be problematic. Hopefully it won't be for our fields. Flooded due to heavy rains. We just lost that harvest. That's right in front of me. Like, this one was flooded too. Oh, that is so wonderful, isn't it? So that food is lost to us. Honestly, I thought things would start going badly much sooner. The peasants are starving. I realize that. Of course they're starving. Most of the food we were just about to have just got lost. Oh man, this sucks so bad. Whatever. Alright. Speed time up. Now, can we make... We can make a stockpile, but I don't need that just yet. I'm gonna wait till we get to 15. There we go. And we're gonna put the forester right there. I don't think they're needing a stockpile. No, they don't need one. That's too close. The stockpile needs to be over here. What do I need? I need more everything for that. So, since we lost those harvests, put 2 more fields. No more idle workers. We got plenty of room for people. None saw fit to stay. We need to make life more pleasant, so we need things like a well. But I need a little more wood. So that should hit any moment now. We can get that well going. Very good. So you can see it offers this water and protection. Let's put it right there. Of course, we don't have any idle workers to build it. Can idle one of... Or no, we can't idle it while that one's being built. We can idle it while they're working. Okay. Oh, I thought I was clicking on that bread thing, but I wasn't. Okay. So we have no workers here, but we'll worry about that soon. We got some new people finally. Happiness still sucks. But this well will help us. Hopefully. Okay, so all this stuff is way out of reach right now. The next thing we're going to want to do is a stockpile, but we're going to need wood for that, obviously. So we need to mark tons and tons of wood to be chopped. So, one of the things that I'm really, really enjoying right now is, I don't really know exactly how to describe it, but the game is just very streamlined, I guess. It's very easy interface to use and understand. Well, for the most part. I mean, I'm an idiot. You can't judge whether or not it's easy to understand by whether or not I make a fool out of myself. Okay, so I don't know how much further the road would have to go to be of benefit here. I'm going to extend it. Alright, no one's available. It's telling us right here to work on that because we got all kinds of crap going on. Look at that. Look at all that food coming in. Look at all that food, all those pluses. Now once they get to the keep, get to the stockpile, we're all, just immediately eating it. Everyone's starving, but there we go, okay? So, now here's the problem. See how it's turning to winter? Oh no, dragon sighted. Hold on a second. Oh, I thought they wouldn't be able to take the food after that, but they could, so that is awesome. Okay, I'm going to view the dragon. Oh, shit. Okay, please don't bother me, dragon. But we do have a well, finally, so that's a good thing. So it provides access to water in case of fire, also reduces chance of fire spreading. Happiness is going up little by little, but that's going to stop probably as soon as the damn dragon visits us. Now let me pause real quick. When you see that bread thing, I don't know what that means. Okay, so houses this houses up to 5 villagers, and the head of household fetches food and charcoal for the home. This is one of the things I wasn't really familiar with, but that's cool. Alright, so over here, they have well access, so you can see we got +8 happiness. That's what it's all about. Road. They have neighbors, which is important. Now, they want access to charcoal. We're going to get to that, hopefully, eventually, but let's see what happens with this dragon. We have no... Okay, so these are all problems we take care of. No, 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 no. Okay, something tells me that this dragon has taken an interest in us, and that is that's not good. Please go away. Please go away. Please go away. Have these trees sprung up? Were they there before? I don't remember, but if they sprung up, that's pretty sweet. Okay, dragon, will you just please go away? Oh, no. What does this mean? Oh, what's he gonna do? Oh, go away from my keep. Go away from my keep. I can't think about anything else while this is happening. Okay, maybe he's gonna leave us alone. Okay, cool. Let me pause and try to gather my damn thoughts for a second. Alright, we got plenty of stone. Okay, we should be able to build something new here. Oh, excellent. So, we have a small stockpile. I don't even know what size stockpile I would need for this. I'm assuming small, because this just doesn't... I don't know if this represents how much of the resources here. As a matter of fact, hold on a second. Does this tell me? No, but it does have 12 output per year. That's not a lot. But anyway, if I put a stockpile here, the idea is, again, we'll get access to that stone a lot more quickly. And I don't know if maybe natural disasters and, oh, I don't know, dragons and stuff can get in the way of your workers delivering stuff. I do not know. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to make a small stockpile so as not to use too many resources. Put it on barren land. There's no one available to build it. Happiness is going down. Okay, so what I could do is I can temporarily close the mine, like so, or the quarry, I'm sorry. Just like that. Let me get time going again. And so those people are now freed up to build that stockpile, which they will hopefully do rather quickly. Okay, so stockpile taken care of. What else? Don't need the granary. Or granary. That's going to bother the shit out of me. A tavern, I need happiness. Honestly, I wasn't planning on making one of these this soon, but I really need some happiness up in here. And I'm actually going to put it right there. And while we have our quarry workers freed up, hopefully they'll go and work on that. See, again, I don't know what... I guess that means they want food, because, again, we're low on food, but once this all gets harvested, we'll be back in business. Speaking of... Put another farm down that will eventually get worked on. And I didn't look. The windmill needs a bunch of stone that we don't have, and the quarry is shut right now, so we're not going to get any more. I think we may need another... stockpile. There's got to be a quicker way of getting that wood. Because they're going to the keep, I guess, to get it right now. Can we please harvest? There we go. Finally getting this damn food coming in. You see, the happiness is just suffering all the time because of the recent food shortage, and of course people are worried about dragon attacks, as anyone should be. Okay, what are y'all whining about? Our peasants are worrying. No one will want to live in our kingdom. Sorry to see the dragon. Perhaps we should build some defenses in case it ever decides to return. I gotcha. That looks like happiness is going up. Hopefully. Taking the food in. We can allow 6 more people to move in, still. Okay, so I'm waiting for this to build, and then I'll get the quarry going again. Actually, we have one idle person. We can get them going. Let's open that back up. Alright, so I guess it probably does make sense to put a stockpile up here. Because they may just have to... Yeah, this is going to make things quicker in the end, I think. A fire has started. Oh, good lord. Hold on. Okay, check it out. We're now a small village. I paused it just so you know. Okay, the fire just broke out right there. And of course we don't have a well. Alright, let's get this going again. Of course we don't have a well over there. But you see they are getting water from right here. Oh, so you can use this. Okay, very cool. Very good to know. Okay, there's no one even working there right now. No wonder. Okay, I'm going to pause it right here because we're going to have to go ahead and bring this episode to an end right now. But I know I was doing a Let's Try, but this is probably going... Yeah, this is probably going to turn into a Let's Play. So, yeah, what I said in the beginning about this being a Let's Try, that was a lie. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, everybody. I really appreciate it. If you like this, go ahead and hit the like button. And also, please, let me know in the comments what you think. And, of course, give me tips because I'm an idiot. Thank you, and see you guys next time.